It's a couple of times I'm trying this, so bear with me. This one's going to be on LGBTQ+. I am from the United States originally. I moved up here into Canada in 2003 after I married a Canadian who could not make it to the States because he had a son that he was still seeing here and he wanted to maintain that relationship. I was able to move up here because my ex didn't really care to see his child. So, with that said, I made a mistake in the marrying of this man. I lost my career as a registered nurse because of this man, but I am not coming back to the United States, and I'll explain why. The mess that the United States has become, I now see through the eyes of others that live abroad. I have listened, I have watched, I have learned. Americans are seen as very controversial. They are opinionated. They want everything to be their way. They go into other countries and demand people speak English. They push themselves on others, and that has not changed. If anything, it has gotten worse since 2016, definitely. Donald J. Trump got into power. When he was running, I thought, oh my God, he can't possibly make it as a president. Can't possibly be elected in. He was. And we watched that shit show. Now, LGBTQ plus are being attacked. I have always been that advocate for LGBTQ plus. I've never seen somebody through my eyes as to, you don't live my life, you don't live the way I live, you don't do what I think you should be doing, therefore you're bad. No, I've never been that way. I've had friends come out to me who were afraid to come out. Specifically a girl in high school who thought I would lose the friendship with. Sadly, I lost the friendship with her, but not because of anything bad or because she identified as a lesbian. It was because simply we just took different paths in life. That was it. I am sorry about that. I hope she's doing very well today. April, if you're out there, I'm still with you. Please reach out. Music in our high school. For anybody to tell me that my child has to not be LGBTQ plus, I'm going to tell you go to hell. Not because I'm being combative or rude or anything else, but you keep your way of life to yourself. I applaud that you are allowed to think the way that you do. I applaud that you are allowed to speak the way that you do. I applaud that you are allowed to have the thoughts that you are allowed to have. But don't tell me how to live my life or how to see my child or how my child should live or how anybody else should live, because it doesn't fit your model on how somebody should live. Keep your thoughts to yourself. The Bible is there for comfort. It is there for, religion is there for comfort. It is there for everything. I hate to tell you this, people, but every religion lives by the same guidelines. If you look at every rule in every religion, they all want peace. They all want love. They want you to help your fellow man. Regardless, it doesn't say only help those. And Bobert, my Jesus, could have gotten out of being hung on the cross. He could have saved his own life anytime he wanted. He didn't, because he knew what his purpose was. Just as I know my purpose as a parent, just as my children know their purpose in life is to make life better for everyone else too, not just themselves. They don't force their opinions on anybody, and I wouldn't expect anybody to force their opinions on them. I am taking a vow to not allow anybody hate speech around me. Not by being combative, not by being super rude. I'm sure what I will do will be rude. I will call them out. I will point out what they're doing is wrong. And I will walk away. I've walked away from friends. I've walked away from family. I will not hesitate to walk away from a stranger. So please understand that if you want to live your life filled with hate, that's your prerogative, but keep it away from everybody else. The Bible was not meant to hit people upside their heads. Neither was any other religious text. Muslim extremism and this Christian extremism that is happening today in the United States and in Canada. Nobody's telling you to not say Merry Christmas. Nobody's taking down manger scenes. Nobody's doing any of that. So cut the crap. I'm not letting my mental health be affected anymore by you people. And nobody else should let their mental health be affected by other people. We've got to live with ourselves. We've got to look ourselves in the mirror. We've got to live with the decisions that we make, the choices that we make. That's on us. If you're feeling guilty because of slavery, then you're still living slavery. You're still racist. I don't feel guilty for slavery. I feel very shamed that my country did it. But I'm going to learn from it. I want the truth of it. I want to learn. And I'm certainly not going to repeat slavery type mentality and tactics against LGBTQ+. And if you're denying healthcare service to a child, what's setting you apart from a shooter in a school? The guns are the problem. You ban books, but banning books aren't killing kids. Drag queen reading hour. Drag queens are not killing kids. Guns are. You just want popularity? Screw you. That's all I got to say. Screw you. LGBTQ+, Black people, brown people, Indigenous people, Asian people, all people. We need to stand up against this injustice that is going on consistently. Don't use it and lump all of one people into one group. Be better than them.